Hey, welcome back, guys, to Movie Reviews to Go. My name's Henry, and today I've got another Twitter conversation that I'm going to talk about. As you saw in the title of this video, it wasn't an accident. What wasn't an accident? Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord has the Infinity Stone in one of those orbs, and he's about to hand it to the Collector, and he drops it, and he picks it back up, and then, you know, if you've watched behind-the-scenes stuff, if you watched interviews with James Gunn in it, he's actually said that that was an accident that just worked, and it looked good, and they kept it in the movie. So it was one of those blooper reel moments that ended up in the final cut of the movie. Turns out, it wasn't an accident. And how do I know that? Well, James Gunn told me himself. Yeah, on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, here's the address for my Twitter account. Join in. Watch the conversations I'm having. I've talked to Charlie Hunnam from when his Arthur movie came out. I had not a conversation, but I did have a reply from the American Assassin Twitter account on a comment that I made about rated R movie and PG-13 movie. And then today I wanted to ask a question about a scene in Guardians of the Galaxy where Chris Pratt drops that Infinity Stone, and it turns out that it wasn't an accident. Well, let me explain. So I posted the question on Twitter. My tweet goes, James Gunn, did Chris Pratt really drop the Infinity Stone by accident in Guardians of the Galaxy when presenting it to the Collector, or was it scripted? That was my question, all right? I didn't think I was going to get a reply. I mean, who gets a reply from, you know, any of these celebrities or actors or directors, let alone directors? They're so busy. Why are they going to be doing that, right? Well, I did get a response. James Gunn puts accident. I'm like, all right, well, that answers my question. It was an accident. One word. He responded. I was just happy that he responded. I don't care if it was one word. Could have been a period. We left it at that. It was an accident. I went ahead and just replied to him. And I said, awesome. And you left it in the movie. I love those moments. Thanks. I thought we were done. I mean, he replied. I just gave him a quick reply back. Guess what? He comes back and replies again. And he says, so Pratt, Chris Pratt's Twitter account, just texted me. This was actually improv, and he did it on purpose to be funny. I've thought it was an accident for years. James Gunn, the director, thought that Chris Pratt did it by accident, and he loved it, so he kept it. Turns out, Chris Pratt it was an improv. He just thought it would fit. He did it. He timed it, and it worked. So, there you go. Improv wasn't an accident. James Gunn just learned something new today, as we all did. He thought it was an accident all these years. He even said in behind-the-scenes interviews that it was a blooper moment that they kept because it worked. But turns out Chris Pratt read my tweet as well, texted James Gunn and said, by the way, that was improv. Right here. If you go to my Twitter, you'll see that conversation. It's pretty cool. I replied to him again. I said, he fooled you too. Makes the movie that much better. Thanks for sharing. Well, I thought I were done, and he comes back and, sorry, my mistake. There you go. Everyone makes mistakes, James Gunn. Don't worry about it. I thought that was cool. Little cool conversation. It's been getting retweeted and liked all over the place because it's James Gunn and they all thought it was cool. I'm just blown away that I even got a response. So if you are wanting to communicate with any of your favorite celebrities, try it out. Do it. I mean, these guys are probably going to be watching it. Obviously, Chris Pratt texted James Gunn to correct him. And now James Gunn knows more about what happened back then than he did at that moment. So there you go. You're welcome. Thanks for joining me on this one. I thought that was pretty cool. I just wanted to share that because, you know, who knows how often that happens. And I think I might do this some more. I'm going to start jumping on Twitter and finding some interesting things to talk about. I do a lot of that. People do comment, and we do have some cool conversations. So join me. Here's my Twitter address if you're not currently following me. Also, on this YouTube channel, if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. I like thumbs up. It lets me know that I'm doing some cool stuff. If you're new, subscribe. If you want to talk, subscribe. Thanks for showing up. I'm going to post a link to my American Assassin Twitter conversation that I had with the American Assassin Twitter account and other people that chimed in on my rated R versus PG-13 debate, so I want to see what you guys think. So there's the link. Follow me on Twitter, follow me here, and I hope that you guys are watching movies, because I know that I am.